So today we will start with a new topic that is called linear inequalities. So first of all, we need to know a little bit about what is an inequality, what kind of signs we use, and how to represent real numbers on the number line. Of course, maybe you have seen it already, but we will need that specific information to have it like super clear on our mind in order to start with linear inequalities. So today we will start like a little introduction before next video that we will talk specifically about how to solve and what are and how to do linear inequalities. So first of all, only remember an inequality, of course, it's going to use a different sign that it's not the equal sign. That's why it's called inequality, because it's not equal to, it has another type of sign. Which cases we can have? We have these four type of signs. The first one, it's going to call the greater than. The second one is going to be called the smaller than. This one that we have here, that it's composed by the greater than and a line, it's greater than or equal to. And this one that is going to be the one that it's the same as a smaller one, but with a line on the inferior part, it's going to be smaller than or equal to. So we are going to see first, as I was telling you, how to represent real numbers on the number line, because it's going to be important to know which number is bigger than the other one or which number is smaller than the other one, because that way we will start to think and to understand linear inequalities. So it has a little note here that is going to be very simple. If we compare two numbers, the one on the left it's going to be the smallest. The one on the right, of course, is going to be the greater. So in this case, the first little exercise that we are going to do today, but it is going to be super important, it's comparing two numbers on the number line to see which kind of sign can we use, or maybe we can use also the equal sign. So in this case, between 3 and 7, of course, the 3 is going to be here, the 7 is going to be here, the one on the left, the 3, it's going to be smaller. So that means 3, it's smaller than 7. What about the minus 5 and the 4? Of course, the minus 5 will be like here, minus 5, and the 4 it's like here. So that means the minus 5 it's smaller than the 4 also. What happens with this one? This one sometimes it's super confusing for some people, because they said, okay, the 8 is bigger, so this one should be smaller. But let's think on the number line. The minus 2, we have it here. The minus 8, it will be here. So the one on the left, remember, it's the smallest. So in this case, the smallest is the minus 8. That means minus 2, it's greater than minus 8. What about the next specific exercise? We have 3 and 0. So 3 it's here, 0 it's here. That means the smaller one it's 0. So 3 it's bigger than or greater than 0. What happens with the next one? We have fractions. In order to know where are the fractions on the number line, maybe we can divide them to know specifically where they are. If I divide 1/2, it's going to be 0.5 also. So we can set 0.5 equals 1/2. It's going to be in the same specific point. What about the next exercise? We have 3/4 and we have 3/2. If we divide this one, it's going to be 0.75. And this one, of course, it's going to be 1.5. 1.5 is going to be here, and 0.75 is going to be here. That means this one it's smaller than this one. So 3/4 it's smaller than 3/2. So it's basically a simple kind of exercises, but it's going to be super important. That's why today's exercises will be only knowing how to represent real numbers on the number line and how to know if a number is smaller or greater than another one. So let's see other examples to finish today's activity of how to represent real numbers on the number line. So let's see, these exercises are going to be very easy. So 5 halves and 7 quarters. So remember, maybe representing the fractions, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but if we do the division, 5 divided by 2, it's going to be 2.5. 7 divided by 4, it's going to be 1.75. So that means, of course, 1.75 it's here, 2.5 it's here. So 2.5 it's bigger than 7 quarters. So in this case, it's 5 halves greater than 7 quarters. What about the next one? Of course, this one is going to be like having minus 0.5 and minus 5. So the minus 0.5 it's here and the minus 5 it's here. So the minus 5 it's smaller. So that means minus 1 half it's greater also than minus 5, because minus 1 half it's to the right and minus 5 it's to the left. What about the next one? It's going to be something kind of similar. We have minus 7 and minus 12. Minus 7 it's here, minus 12 it's here. That means the minus 7 it's greater than minus 12. What about the next one? 3 divided by 5, it's 0.6. 0.6. They are exactly the same, so we can put an equal sign. What about the next one? 11 over 55. Both of them are divisible by 11. 1 over 5. 1 over 5. So we can set these two also. They are exactly the same, so they are equal. What about the next one? Minus 3 and 3. Of course, the minus 3 is here. The 3 is here. So in this case, the minus 3 is the smaller one. So minus 3 is smaller than 3 positive. So that will be today's explanation. It's going to be a super easy topic, but it's going to be the most important part for the next video, understanding how to solve linear inequalities.